bibliotecas, get rid of my children, they run three. What else? The teacher, aviarium. I can wonder what the say. What else? I can't. I have a piece of art on my heart that I'm loving. I don't know how I got it. I don't know. Should fade away. It's so cute. It's like down to the poor heart. So cute. I need to brush my teeth. There was Thanksgiving. Can I close it? I mean, I gotta brush my shirt. It can be purchased at Etsy. So, this Etsy sellers. Good searching. Etsy merch. It's this random. I just got the news because I think I don't have anything to do with this. I heard this song yesterday or the day before. Oh, let me I can't share this screen. Mother and daughter magic was a beast. And it's so cute. Was the rest of the class that were today? Court order. Give me the pleasure to use in the restroom because I'm gonna get on self-defense today and I wouldn't know how to start with. What else? What else? What else? So I ended up using the Rosemary Catholic Charities. Coincidence, but then I remember that wasn't the person that works there pre-rape with me, and had I mentioned this before? Had I talked privately to these people, they would have been like, "Don't show her." But yeah, there's cameras everywhere, and if they're guilty or victims, they don't want it to show. Even victims are like, no, like, don't seek food here, just eat like ramen. What else in that Catholic charity space was funded way before that person was born. So that's why I don't talk to him. Some may have even tried to talk to me to get me to have a baby, like with because I'm the healthy one. They usually do that, I've heard. And now that we've seen each other naked, why don't we all have a baby together? That I've heard happens. So I have nothing in common with those people. I didn't seek to meet them. Anyways, I wish them well if they're victims. What else? 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 What am I done testifying? Ish. Forgive her. By someone ordered that the victim one can't be the last one to testify. So one lingers, repeating the same thing over and over. Today's a new day. Until people learn to testify. If there's even a trial for those people not raping me, that's not for me getting away with something. Otherwise, he's trying to get Catholic Church people to agree with the idea of immunity. He's trying to get Catholic Church people to agree with the immunity. To kill the people so hungry. Many people have been killed in self-defense nowadays. Finding that person that's avoiding that, finding that person that's finding that person that's just one person. I don't want to. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm seeking the ability for everyone that stays in their homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets no entertainment. Some of the people that I was raped with when they were children are possibly yet to adults. Mm-hmm. Maybe I just need I never said it was a what I do, what I do, what I do. My time here. I already got photographs on Etsy. Everyone, send it to my favorites. Mm. The person that called me from the debt collection agency asked me so I can be one of them under my breath. It is like, is that natural response? Because I'm like, and you know that I don't have any money. I'm a victim of that. What else? What else? What else? I'm not illegally prostituting myself just to make it look good. That doesn't look good. Those people that I grew up around are disgusting. They're legal prostitutes. They think that illegal prostitution is better showing feelings. They're so asqueroso y puerca. Ew, both females and males. So disgusting and embarrassing. That some of my parents' relatives are so gross. Anyway, some people die, unfortunately, no, without trying out Lululemon because the wrong people are there. Some people die not dating because the wrong people are there. What else? What else? What else? I'd like to be in a healthy environment where I date. What else? 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 And I did it out for assisted suicide because there's so much to entertain myself with that I could live to past 100 and not have sex. So I don't appreciate this beating up of, well, if you don't want to date in this planet, you must die. That's illegal prostitute, thief, murderer that takes advantage of people like myself and tries to bully it. It's a choice, just like some people died without buying Lululemon, some people die without ever buying it. What else? There's a chair here. What else? My face on YouTube. What else? Oh, I should be angry, but oh, this is why I don't talk to Leech. Why couldn't you put this here so I could take it now before I'll get a heart attack? That's not what being a tech is for. Though it's sexy to take naps at the library in a perfect world. So and so is financially stable. People don't complain when you're falling asleep at the library, listening to a podcast. But sleeping isn't encouraged at the library for the reason that then people would be left poor so that they don't have the money. And so, as people say, by far the only product that you can abuse that still looks good. What else? So, Jordan, what is this one? Oh, my stomach is. Oh. If you're a victim, people say this is a great way to get rid of that gift that you were given, that was given to you with money stolen from you. What? Porque I've been staring at the powers and at bibliothek. Like, what the fuck does that mean to some people when they see it if they've never been around a computer? But that was some networking. What is it? Conversation started that happened in another party decades ago. What? What else concerning our entire time? What? Oh, pumpkin waffles. I'm so good. This is more like my Thanksgiving. What else good to read? This is interesting. This I is. What else? I took a picture earlier. Is there a restaurant in Navalero? Yeah, I put stones to buy water, but I couldn't remember the one across the street when the bus was like literally about to get there. Is it in the picture too? What else? What else? What else? I wanted to in college so I can meet people. What else? What else? What else? What else? That boy is so pretty, dressed in black. Was that a gift? I don't know how I know him. Like I met, I think him or his parents decades ago. Is he there because he wants to, or is it a stand-in? Very pretty with all his glasses on. Very pretty. What else? 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 World television day. For real, for some people's like that. Where I grew up, if the child lives past due, it is love. So there is like, I have to make sure that it lives past due. It's respect towards the human that was brought up into this world. But I've heard decades ago that there were a lot of people, a lot of people, their parents were like, okay, it has to make it past due, so that's good. Back to this. Oh, I was thinking of the penalty for everyone that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicle, takes my everything. I thought he was dead, so I celebrated a while that I was done testifying. They see primate, they see Cavernicola when they look at themselves. I think probably they could have been born in Italy. So he tries to cause my homelessness, so I look at Nicola too, based on aesthetics. That's a violation of human rights. Very disgusting as a relative. Tortures, torments, very gross. Ew, 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 ew. Ew. What else? 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 Anyways, this, you know, for Facebook, for Messenger, they go for what else? Fire clear. It could be let people see their hair, some get mistaken for being their wrong gender. It could just be a trigger. Who knows? In general, I do earlier to this sure. What else? What else? When it says shop online, it says shop. What else? 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 Make it so hard to pick just one. Anyways, I had coffee earlier. Ooh, that's great. I hate you for like great victims there. I would have killed him in self-defense when he drugged me, raped me, when he transferred over my personal with him to Teams and Living Disorders. So Suarez brought even the Hilton by sex toys for him and Teams and Living Disorders Suarez to be in my home porque Teams and Living Disorders Suarez is the short thing. And then for sex, so gross. My poor cousin, literally, my poor cousin. What else? What else? What else? Pero how did we do? Me and my t-shirt now. I'm not feeling like I'm starving. I want to be able to sandwich. I don't have the word to say honest. You better go and see everyone to steal from me. I was right there getting the way of your safety. To steal my home, to steal my vehicles. It's September 2nd, 2025. Are they angry? Like, yeah, but what about my other brother? Does she not remember? What else in the food? I heard that this is how they were planning to kill me according to me with that song. Or they should just took it right back home. And when they bring it back in the evening, yes, you should give me back what he stole from me. What has it been happening for decades? If they think that I'm a doormat, pushover, that they're gonna steal from me, get in the way of receiving money, hire legal prostitutes, the girls, rape children, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, let's just se meten cualquier cosa por la vagina del pene. Ew, 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 ew. I don't know. But I know that people nothing like possibly very long as a child and anyway, I heard that I what I make it to get my daughter in the room for her for a while. I still have like 2 pairs of pants and a few but I think there's gonna be a case one anxiety or having a PTSD with like beaches there. Like the other day, the line was like 3 hours. I don't want them talking to me. So I want to write either 3 hours prior or right on time, 30 minutes. Porque I don't want those that rate me decades alone to talk to me. And let's see. Ayun, someone, someone apparently possibly. Isn't that like Andrew She person faking profiles trying to break me still? I know. You can kill her. She's an adult now, no? Were she and I raped? Did we look alike? She threw a kid towards me while I was in line to eat dinner. And I said it out loud. She did it twice. I was standing in line. One of the youngins was in between her and I, and she pushed him towards me. So she that did the pushing is who I want looked for. Like, if she did she do that as an attempt to hurt me? Ew. Ew, ew, ew. So I said it out loud. I'm like, you can kill her self defense for me if she did that on purpose. It's this whole. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I was saying somebody. I can stop laughing. There's a weird. Pictures that post where you can look on the table. The complication of our business or me or read me as I'm going to ask questions. Or go to college and meet people. Stand on law school. They linger trying to rape one-on-one's kids. It's disgusting. When I I hate rape victims at one time. What else are the things you heard? Also, I don't befriend anyone. Okay, my parents funded dating King Lonnie and assured me that even if I die, dating King Lonnie won't go without. And these people are my teacher. Did they get to my banks and depleted them? And now I'm waiting like cent to cent for the bank to be replenished for me to start spending again. Possibly. They're that disgusting. Intrometido. Ew. Algo. And I have some of them started doing this online. Like, I don't know, this thing. I don't know. What else? What else? Anyways, I don't know how is it to be competent. I guess to be very competent. They thought that I would run into her and I would be like, mi amor, tanto tiempo. Ahora voy a ocupar el lugar que tuvo la prostituta ilegal, la prostituta ilegal. What? What else? What else? Ew, so disgusting. You're gonna got facing cameras. What? What? You're gonna got take yourself positive. You're gonna got take everything. Honest, which is practically into John. Now, essa tipo por conta um amigo de dança, ele got the version. I'm bored. You're gonna notice so much. Kids really want to. Well, even if they had a bad attitude, that doesn't mean that they deserve to be raped. I'm to be always an advocate of it. How far away? Oh, and I don't want to, so I may not understand. We would have taken her out to dinner, so I come she was hungry. But I don't want to, and I apologize in advance in 2020. It's like acid frozen, just think acids are frozen. What else? What else? What else? What else? I want to ruin my perfect case that I have against the people that steal from me, have drugged me, and raped me. What else? What else? What else? What else? So some people's way of life is like you would prefer to take her out to dinner and host her, even if it was on the couch, instead of hearing her crying and a little hungry. One sub crazy animal, so people said the other day before, like, wow, this is our reason. No, I need to really think of it myself. In Tampa right now, like how many times some may have pre-planned for that. What else? What else? What else? I heard. And then they give it to another single mother sometimes. I've heard the whole. What else? Like, what I hate like seeing the pictures of different people are doing. Yeah, those reds is so pretty. It's until I could speak about these people making shit, no, or the drugs and you made to eat shit. That was the cover clothing down to what's it greenish teal, like you're not my clothes with you, like my family origin that has used me, which was Leon Baker, Sarah Wolsey, Sonia Varela Chapman, Maria Guajardo. Did they play behind the scenes marching song with the color? Pero ya someone had already gone through this in my family of origin, that they're tossing around this shit, that'll wait until she remembers. So there was a lady that wears a diaper now in front of me for breakfast today. I even heard of them like, I'm not gonna let them deter me from eating breakfast. Okay, it could have been a coincidence, or it could have been someone that they pay to deter me from living life. They're so disgusting. Okay, because he knows that the FBI has stand-ins. He pays people, he traffics humans to pester me, I've heard. That lady could be there at court order. She really likes anything. Could be wearing a diaper because she is so abused. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Um, what else? What could they rate these people? Rate him when he was little. They raped him when he was little. They possibly raped her when she was little. That's not the way to talk to me as a victim, so I need to seek the death penalty for her. What else? What else? What else? What else? What is she usually come back to? Maybe another rape victim. That's why I don't get involved in anything. Mariana, that's a little girl back then. What else? 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 You can like have the Erica Gardapi. The less busy I look, the sooner the mercenaries will get to kill her and self-defense. You can use a rope to kill her. What else? You can recover the Carolina Chavez that he brought decades ago. That with the money that he stole from me, he took Carolina and she went alone, traveling over the planet. By the time I was 18, ya Carolina había viajado al mundo entero con mi dinero, sin mi permiso. El tipo fue como una mierda, una basura. Ew, so disgusting. There's no such thing as living in an arranged marriage. One just says, I'm not going to have the arranged marriage, and he should have returned me the money. Except I'm much younger than them. So they're like, her vote doesn't count. It's what I say. Who has the extra skin on my penis? Oh, so I win this. Dan un asco, son una mierda. Son una basura. Oh. Ew, 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 I want them dead. Hopefully I don't cancer. It could be from my the last depressing breast. But I'm getting it checked anyways. Next week. And usually the doctor will say, yeah, that's cancer. Or they do biopsies if there's still so much. I was so happy this morning for court order purposes. When I was waiting for hope, just sitting and waiting, and I received that message. What was this? I'll talk about it first. What else I was doing this morning? Are they on Thanksgiving break next week from school? Por eso es importante que maten a mi primo segundo que me roba mi dinero y me roba mi casa y mi vehículo y me violaron. So that hopefully by next Thanksgiving they didn't get money or nothing. What else? What else? What else? What else? I still have going on the street. Today. What else? I'm trying to think like that back there. I'm time for me to do longer. I'll try it. My shoes look cute. Let's get this off there. What is this other thing about Holly in a sock? Like for or that's everyone. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? This is only $500,000. Oh, you know, I was thinking for hope is like the structure only is like billions, but it's possibly based on the service. There's people cleaning, there's people cooking, the people there. Some of them are your favorite writer, blogger. So in October, my ego was inflated. I'm like, just so I've heard that's why a lot from jobs and what is it? Inflation didn't get reported until I come down from the moving. What else? Not my first time at a hotel, but first time being around everyone stranger that I made it public. But there's systems in place for that too. It's don't show the recording, don't talk about it. It could have brought it to like literally not worth anything. With the abuse towards me that also doesn't get recorded, it could have stayed stagnant. And that's just in my head. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I thought there was so cute though. What else? Living with the parents is so cool. Well, what else? They didn't grow up into being men. It's not just about what girls don't hear sing. Se quedaron cavernícolas. What else? 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 Who is this? Gee, what else? What else? What else? What else? That's fun to read. What else? You should call your parents. I'm not going to do it because it's not the ideal situation for me. What else? What else? What's comes up there? I had already created memories of the songs that I listened to with my parents or in my own bedroom. So yes, I was right to the tune of some songs, but sometimes I skip it, like I don't remember them. Pero the amount of time that I listened to the beginning of the song tells a forensic examiner that I had already listened to the song while being content with myself before I got raped. That's cute. Oh, I want to. that a lot of people say it's like, what hating for hope reminds them to do certain devotion. Was broke, let us. What else? I don't know why I act like I take myself as a porn star. What else? But it's someone that existed way before my birth, 1933. What? I'm born. Had I met him before I passed away? Just I miss my mommy and I miss my dad. I wish my parents did, like the stereotype, the person who doesn't even exist. That says, I hate my parents, I just want to be with a boy. I'm not a six sort of good thing. I'm polyamorous, polyamorous. I love the idea of polyandry. What else? 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 What's the preference of penis? What else? What else? Um, Still seems in the recent part, really. If you got 20 if she stays in my home, like always when she steals my vehicle, that's the I've ever seen her. Rapes my crushes. Rapes my crushes. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Damascus, not in Damascus. Yo le dieron la llave de mi casa, that que todo, because she was the short thing orgasm. He needed to split the money from the house and the property with me. I objected to the homes being built. They have un chanchullo con Yolanda mamándole las tetas que they went on and stole from me. Take the marriage with me just to have a place to hide with Yolanda Suarez Lorenzo. Dame un asco. Ew, 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 ew. They're disgusting. I don't want them in my life ever. When was this universe? I feel like that already happened. Those are so cute. Pero they exist in real life, like for real. It's just like the body's proportion makes it look like what, like it doesn't exist. Okay, mommy had hair like that at age 2 years old. What else? What else? What else? What else? That's cute. Oh, what is this about? Is he just a standing so that I know show if I took my kids to the library or not before Facebook? And I showed my kid at Barnes and Nobles a while ago. Oh, that's not what I meant to show. My phone is taking on the last to not share their conversation with the social media. Anyways, I found the baby, I found the boy. Are they great? Are they my bodyguards? Are they my 3 months husband or kids through polyamory, believe in me? And they are just around testifying or because they like the place or to prove that I don't have Alzheimer's. Maybe that's what I meant. What else? 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 So complicated that they make life fun. What else? What? What does that even mean? You can feel my possibly. What else? The legal process of the experience still powerful. Of those, my tissue breakers, my tissues, that's how you put in the but the police, these were ones from them that I don't need to see what is it? What? I don't need to see where they put their peanuts of the money that they steal from me. They think of their sex and they don't know. They reject education. Yes, and really cool. Really other thing. That's what I want to do. And then they're trying to seek feedback from me, hoping to find who hates them to retaliate against those people. That doesn't work. I warn people, take it slow, warm your ten's ear too. That this isn't a contest of who hates them the most. So for you to comment, like they're very dangerous. Even if you're Antifa, you don't want to be targeted by them. So Antifa don't pick a target, they pick a cause, you know? So they go on complaining like about situations, not people specific. What else? What else? What else? Like that's such a waste of water when people do this. And it's usually something that is usually not like okay, if water were scarce for some people. Washing done in 300 times for a specific wash is feasible if there's no water for the people washing it. 200 times to be able to wash it 200 times. What else? This is really awesome. People read my body language, it's so real. Until the other day, I'm like, I want a coffee and a sandwich and water. Like, if I drink one more coffee, I may get a heart attack. And the person's like, I give you a cup or water. I'm like, exactly. I don't want a sandwich or the coffee, man. And today I got out of the shower area. And that lady that cleans there that also has raped me or is trying to kill me, so her daughter shot. It could be a court order that she cleans there, or she's after trying to rape whoever I'm currently interested in, which is no one there. Or I see her and I wanna like kill her immediately. So I got out of the shower and I'm like, get your thing for now, get your thing. Yeah, I turned in my towel, and then the person said, I don't have your badge. Okay, I'm like, I don't have her uniform person. I don't know why I say that, not my thought. Like, I don't want to hurt anyone on purpose. So I walked away. I'm like, maybe they kept my badge to kill my second cousin self-defense with me with my badge. But I said to the lady, I'll be back later to see if you found it. So does he go around finding who those people are and say, let me please you with my dick? Awesome. What else? 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 Does he have my money in the black backpack that he has? Jolanda may have mentioned something like that. Well, I'm not gonna steal it. Look, it could have been a hoax. He has your money in a black backpack, and I would have grabbed the backpack, and then he would have tried to kill me and claim self-defense. So before I truly remember who he is, I sat that day that there was a DJ. I sat near him. He said his name is Victor, like as in Victor, that you're trying to kill me or become my mother ill. What else? What else? What else? What else? He left the backpack unattended. Wow, he left, I think, to a trash can. And I'm like, I'm not grabbing the backpack as if it's mine, and it could be my backpack. That everyone knows it's my backpack from my closet. Porque he's banking on that at least one person there isn't aware of the situation and will see me as a murder. Is that right? He's so pretty. What happened to Richard? I'm bored. What do you reference? And then I get fun for the stop falling. That's good. Some people's bedtime allows for them to stay up at night. Some people day starts at 9 a.m. That's cute. There's so little martini in the 16. Yes. My lunch and money is gone in a long time. My own. What else? What else? What else? Good to see you. I love for Chambers. Yeah. The New York Library gave away how many books? What else? A thousand books. So I'm doing but it wasn't that even predisposed, prepaid. What is this? Oh, let's finally see. What is it? I'm not faking I'm smart to get a man. Yeah. Mhm. Take it down. Was it the New York Times? I to some extent. Anyways, teenage and that lady, Lorenzo Suarez. Ganó ese pene. Esa, mira, mira, mira esa ganó ese pene de Andrew, de Albert, para buscándose un trabajo en Nordstrom. Wow, el sacrificio que hacen esas mujeres por pene, porque no son mujeres. Dan un asco. Or maybe that was her going like the new one that you can decapitate her if as an adult she stays in my home without my permission, steals my vehicles and gets in the way of your saving money. What else? They're disgusting to me. I don't know. Once I remember. What else? Oh, fake me serving my water. I even forgot today. I have to drink water. What else? 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 So is there a water, please? What? What else? What else? What else? What else? Yes. What else? 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 So you can decapitate Carolina Chavez, it stays in my home without my permission. Steals my vehicles, gets in the way of your saying money. What else? 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 You can decapitate Rebecca Gardapi is trying to rape me. She's so disgusting. What else? 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 You can decapitate me. So this is gonna rape me. Let's steal from me. Then no one mercy. Never told you to do that. Every one of them is mistress now there. Y la burla que se han hecho de mí en el todo. Ay, tantito, como los dos, masturbándose de todos mis hijos, sí, porque eso es lo que parece, eso es el asco que dan. Y yo creí que eran envidia. Oh, ella, she could be a victim as a little bit. O puede ser que sea una puerca. Oh, either way, I didn't see her in my life. Just stays in my home with only permission can be never get used. What if that kid wrote to be a child? It wanted to say that I'm stalking her by visiting Catholic church. That's very unlikely, but at least we should get bad advice for the kids. Or like when she shows up. I can't do this attachment. What else am I supposed to do? And she didn't. Darling, guess what I saw at Catholic Charities the other day? They were discussing you. Well, I've been years now, and I noticed she was about them. If it's her, I would have never exposed her because I didn't see her. What else? I got this water. Right across the sand in the Christmas tree. What else? I promised that I would have killed myself with them. And generally, when they told me to go to my uncle, and he said because she already had statistics so many times and all the kids and all that, he was going to move her into my uncle. And now she and I are close. It's in my relationship. What else was it? I waited a long time for him to put his legs in Jimmy's and Bobby's exercise. No, I want to get you one. They would have behind me. Well, they perused the home and decided to purchase their no family member. Or the family people come. And when he was I think he had me sit in the back seat of the vehicle that was for the marriage of Eli while he drove and didn't even let it was in the front seat. Esa tipa puerca, yo no sé cómo él lo sacó. Se va a una vergüenza. Para los morenos no tenemos que conocer. O es tan insignificante el pobre botón, entonces I wear all this stuff. Carolina Chavez says we can kill their kids. They're adults if they're terrible. And the little ones, if they become tired of the box, I'm not Greenpeace. Maria Teresa Calcutta. They have humans too. Then I'm not doing now. Y si ni la Liz quiere hacer el lejos, bien quiera, ¿no? Que yo puedo guardar la prostituta. una prostituta ilegal diciéndome, bueno, ya viste la cena a las 3 de la tarde, a las 5. Solamente tidy whities for dinner. Porque he's doing his manly thing of exploring with the illegal prostitute. Aprendió a viajar a España con ella. Para luego ella llevarme, yo prefiero que se mate hoy. A que me lleve a España luego de que llevó a la illegal prostitute list con mi dinero. As practice antes de llevarme a España. And I'm very forgiving. Porque it wasn't like given, it's on camera. Power outlet. Cable. A charging cable for this laptop earlier that is non-functional when I returned and waited for another one. Não gostou. Não gostou. They're embarrassing or something. Do they rape him? How many times he was in that he just was violada? And did they break that? It's fix from here. Where is it? Trying to make me look like I'm the best man. That is so incredible. One complains about them, that one is due to that they're like okay, it looks like there's three missing laptops, but it's hilarious if they're not missing it. And I'm here like I don't know what happened. Exactly. Pero, that usually is like a combination of it. If they drink the window, I've heard, then more than one missing goes missing, and then they start confessing. They're like, no, lo que se robó fue más que una laptop. ¿Cómo que ella dice que faltan tres? O cinco, o seis, o siete, o ocho. Nosotros no robamos más que tres. ¿Cómo que hubo otra persona que robó antes? ¿Así todavía van hablando por ahí? ¿Cómo que hubo otra persona que robó antes? Were they after us then? Are we more valuable than the computers that were stolen then? No, they're so embarrassing as well. Do they read them like this stuff? Oh, did I take that picture of my phone? Oh, my Facebook profile picture. It's blurry, but I like it. That's not what I was looking for. I think it's I miss my mommy in the cafeteria room that killed my mommy, just trying to hurt me, just trying to get me to shut up about the abuse towards me, trying to read me, trying to see if I really obey my parents or I'm naturally very much stamina worthy. What else? Are these his like strong buddies or his rape victim buddies? I'm just wondering. What else? 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 That kid is like I imagine in all black. What a treat the other day near my locker. He has a blanket where he lays on like all day. What else? What else? Is that a standing literally my favorite stripper that they pay them to entertain me or film it? Could be, I guess. Could be someone testifying. Well, I'm sure that like I can't talk to you. I don't know if you're gonna try to drunk me to get me right by the people that have drugged me and raped me. Because I don't leave. Talk to me. ¿Por qué palabras están entonces? It's Dallas. Oh, Martin. You're gonna testify in San Antonio? You may be in the most biggest, largest metropolitan city that is in Houston. I was mentioned here the other day, no? COVID-19. Wow. People say no one to believe that did my mother say moving to a friend's home? Gave you if I would move her home in the first? Like, why would I do that if even for a home is here? Awesome. I was supposed to be there for that. That was such a recent, nothing else. FBI Tiffon. Modern so is the thief rapist. Homes of good children. Not children anymore. Well, look at just my presence here could be giving them PTSD. And she may be banking against that. Is they also my sisters there? Does that scare you? Yes. One of them with the last name Suarez. Approximate age, what are they, like in their 50s? 50-ish. What else? Approximate age. 15. She wants her email address there so people, she has terrorized people that if you see her email address, you're gonna burn her PayPal account so that she sets me free. And I refuse to do that. I witnessed that happen. What else? Rogers. Oh, I have the Portugal. Ministers. There. I don't talk to these folks. We're not two sisters scamming people. She has sexual fantasies about me. She's so disgusting. Ew. How many people work here? Oh, do they even want to be here? Let's check this. Bibliothèque. Okay, there's bibliothèque. Schools. Years ago, my second cousin. What the last name Suarez? And Martin Lorenzo Acevedo Troughton. They think that she even reports that this Nightingale to people too. There's no dumb people on it. And rape me with minors. The word bibliothèque by choice workforce to work. Okay. Resume second cousin, the last name Suarez, mother name Sandra, minors. They confess, they're like, no, it wasn't me, it was Dirijan Nalgiri, but she reported them like that. Yeah, that's nice. So, what does it say? Like, I'm still a bit, I'd have to, I think it's I think I recognize him. Could us because isn't he like the manager here? So the Yeshua opens. This is the first one. And then there's rules. What else? Two rules. Money. Other. Moving stream. I think we covered this there, friends. This could have been her idea. If this wasn't not in the organized then, but she's abusing so much that she's used to way of doing. Then it could have been Sarah Francis. What else? What else? The police report may have been filed. The music already, and they have better details. And I'm ready to go. So I even forget the name of this. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? One more from myself. Okay. Like everyone puts their address, their age out there when they're showing that they tell people, but do I look like I'm like 10 years old, 16? Do I look underage? And then they wake up like, first assume. Hmm. So Oleander, if he's watching this, he's jumping ecstatic. Then now people have Marilyn's PayPal address, and that they're gonna get rich at one point through me suffering a starvation. So I hope you chop off Andrew Suarez's balls today and kill him. Let him listen. What else? 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 And then they're angry. The rest, no. These people today, ellos se matan, hopefully soon, entre ellos mismos, porque estaba potente de decir, pero not fair. Then my PayPal account didn't make it there. Not fair, it wasn't my PayPal account that she made public. Not fair, that wasn't my bank account that she made public. Not fair, it wasn't my PayPal account that she made public. Y así siguen como la basura que son una mierda de gente. Ew, dan un asco. Ew, so gross. They take hostage family members. Ew. Son basuras, son rapists, murderers, and thieves. So gross. Is my brother dead already? People find this hilarious if he is. But that's willingness to never talk to them again. That's not a caveat of life that I have to have a good relationship with my siblings as the rapist predator after my money. That says she needs to fix her relationships before she receives the money. This. Oh my gosh, yes, I know. I'm gonna leave and lose as well to go herself. Well, one last one. More. Too many to see. David Lorenzo Severo, Marilyn Lorenzo Severo, David Lorenzo. Us with our terrorists. Generation war trying to kill in retaliation for not letting them rape you. Oh, this is an oh my god, I'm so happy, I'm fine, guys. I did not go this far to go this far. Ew. My cousin, that guy was dead because he's raking in skills for me and gets no way using money. Oh. He wants to say that. Because, and to make my crushes and my kids. Oh. And to rape. There. I'm hungry. I'm trouble already. Oh, they want to tell me I'm a smart, you know. Y cómo de bebecito se lo maman. Y todos los aniversarios que celebraron y yo no celebré aniversario, mamá. Porque ellos me robaron mi casa y mi vehículo para violar y luego sacármelo en cara porque yo me mate. Dame un asco. Yeah, possibly. They get excited when one says rape. They work with us. Or the other guy that is a handful. He's really pretty. Should I say hi? It doesn't hurt to just say how are you, but I can't take it any further than that. Because he may be trying to habilitate a legal prostitute through my pain and my suffering. What else? This is Martha. This is more than one gesture using the primary and using the primary gesture and the four messages in there. What is that? Oh, it's a lot. Or should I end this live? And start on. So yes, what other song?